Gentlemen, we are back while everybody's talking about pianos. So we're talking here today biggest mistakes by new brokers. I didn't do any, so I can't really
You know, a quick mistake I
divulge.
did just recently, just quick, is we posted a video on my stories with some bad language song behind it. Do you remember that
You
one?
did?
And someone texted me like, "Are you sure about it?" I'm like, "What do you mean?"
Whoopsies.
No, wait, because I think we posted the explicit version instead of the good one. It was, and then everybody started DMing me.
Well, you
like,
get attention.
"Are
you
you
get traction.
sure?
You get traction.
Did you post that?" I'm like, well, "Oh my god, what the hell did we do?" So that was a mistake.
True, but you were not a new broker
No, I
though.
was not. But you see, you're gonna make mistakes no matter. Even after 20 years, I'm still making tons of mistakes.
Tons.
So let's go back to your question, Gabriel.
Yes.
New
So
brokers, Mike. As a brand new broker,
Yes.
what's the biggest one you made?
I guess not getting into a mentorship program or finding a mentor. So because of it, cost me a lot. I had an opportunity to lose a lot.
And now,
And-
maybe because of that, you're in the role that you have today.
Perhaps because no, but
Perhaps.
I mean, if there's anything I can do to help anybody to avoid the mistakes that I've made, I would love to do that because I think it's unfortunate because I could have made a lot of money and I didn't.
Well, it's not just about the money; it's about the time that was wasted.
Yeah,
too,
but
right?
at that time I was only thinking about the money. So
But because of the mistakes you made,
Yeah.
a lot of you wasted. You spent. It's not wasted because you learned from it. But
right.
But
Yeah,
it's
but it's easier to learn or to have that reaction afterwards because you said it on your second year, you almost quit,
Right.
yeah.
right? Because of the
But I think
and
the major problem
financial-
also
the financial issue.
right, but
struggles.
the biggest problem is I think that the agency treated me more like a number. They treated me like I was just another somebody that's coming into their mill for a period of time, signing a contract, sticking with them, and they didn't really care whether I succeeded or not because they knew they were getting the revenue from me no matter
but
what.
that was the business model.
Right.
I mean, a lot of the agencies, that's their business model. There's nothing wrong with the business model. It's just you don't know as a future new broker, you don't know what you're getting into. You don't know that the model is what. And that's one of the questions, by the way, FYI. I have this questionnaire. It's this document I create 37 questions I wish I would have asked my agency when I started. And in there, one of the questions is that, what's your business model? Is it this landlord tenant thing, as you just described?
Right.
You need to know.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, but you need to know.
But it's the fact that we don't have that opportunity to be educated enough. I think when we come out of school
Yeah.
or even during school, they don't teach you that in school.
Nope.
So when you come out there, you're just like, well, which one's the biggest one? That's probably the one I need to go to. Or this one, it's a boutique. It's nice. A lot of people make money there. I see nice cars parked outside. So you think they're going to be the ones to
So
help you.
they're mastering the art of perception.
Yeah.
Because you can still be deceived by the beautiful cars and the beautiful environment. You know,
look at
there's
it,
a lot
Sam.
of there's a lot of beautiful looking people, but then you start talking to them and you're like, oh,
It stops on the outside.
So other mistakes I see a lot, and over the
Oh.
20 years, the sending
was
sending
that
cards,
reaction?
sending
No, I'll
ad
tell you.
mail. Excuse me, Mr.
No, 'cause,
Zeke.
Well, I'm on TikTok. I'm not even listening.
I did that
It's not-
too. I
No, but
did.
Mike, you even you went through that too. A lot of brokers
Yeah.
do. They decide let's send. I'm gonna send 500 cards. I'm gonna send one time something out by mail, or I'm gonna put an ad on Facebook or Instagram, and I'm gonna be getting leads from that. I'm gonna
Right.
spend 4, 5, 250 bucks, whatever it is.
Until
But
today,
I did it
until
without a
today,
strategy. I did it without knowing what I was doing. I did it without having somebody telling me you should do it this way or that way. So I just did it because everybody else was doing it. So I learned by, I guess, trial and error until I ended up finding something that worked for me eventually. But it's a very costly mistake over time.
Jeff, there's so many mistakes that we can make as self-employed people. So if we can speed that up, if we can eliminate all these basic mistakes and then do and work on other things that we're going to be making
Yes.
mistakes on, wouldn't that be kind of the perfect scenario?
Of course. Well, that's why you want, as a best scenario, you want to surround yourself with entrepreneurs or people that done whatever you want, aspire to do, so that already you get that you get some emerge in that environment. You get immersed in those, and they will willingly share those mistakes that they've done. They will share anything that.
And I'm so happy you said, because you lead me in to say to Gabriel, because Gabriel,
I feel it's gonna be a job.
he started with us.
Yes.
You joined our agency. You met
Yes.
with me. I became sort of a role model, a father.
A father
figure.
figure. I knew he was
And
gonna
you
yes,
and we-
Papa.
and just before we started the live, I was suggesting that you meet my 18-year-old, my
Yeah, that was
18-month-old son.
weird.
No, but you guys can be
Transfer
brother.
the role.
Yeah, yeah. We have an extra room, but the thing is this.
I should tell my wife I won't be home tonight.
But you had the privilege, the pleasure,
yes.
the rare opportunity
Yes.
to get me to work with you on a
Yes.
one-on-one basis, very
True.
personalized
Yes.
stuff here. We were actually building your real estate business
Mhm.
together, and
Yep.
because of that, what happened to your success
had- yeah.
after your first year? What happened?
I quit.
No, no.
I'm kidding.
Within your first
No,
year.
no. Within the first year, it was an amazing year. It blew up. We hit many award levels. So it's
Recruit of the year.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Rookie of the year.
Rookie, yes. What did I say?
Recruit.
Well, you're also the recruit of the year. He bought everything we offered.
Everything.
We created things that make no sense. Gabriel, you should buy this. This is $17,000.
Okay.
Where do I sign? Yes, Papa.
We have 12 equal payments for you. No,
It's
issue. No, but
Yeah.
no,
No,
but this is a great example.
It is because the
what you said.
the right mentorship, the right advice, and more importantly, also the application and the follow-ups on this application made all the
Yeah,
difference.
you executed on the
100%.
things we talked about. You
Yeah,
didn't start thinking, oh, maybe this is not right.
I
maybe
was
this is good."
motivated for the day, and then I left.
Actually, I
and-
remember one time when we met and he came back and he says to me, because I'm telling him about social media, I'm like, just post and it's quantity over quality, you know. And then he's like, well, I researched it and this expert was saying that you need the proper hashtags and all that. And I'm like, no, forget the hashtags. no. I researched it and it's, and I'm like, oh, look at this guy. He's trying to.
he's
teach
never
me."
gonna make it.
Yes.
So-
And then I cut the meeting short and I left. No.
Yeah,
It went
no.
well.
that was the last time I saw him.
So these are mistakes. These are big mistakes. So if you can find someone that can speed it up, as Jeff is saying,
Yeah.
it certainly helps. Is there anybody that wants to share their?
Yeah, we had.
experiences.
I'll ask you a question about the about the comment I'm about to read to see if you guys are on the same page. So we have here Maria,
Ooh.
who
So that was
who
your
wrote
whole-
who wrote what her mistake was.
Maria's my wife. For
But-
everybody
yes.
that doesn't know,
So would you like to guess what Maria's mistake
Her
is?
biggest
See if you're on the
mistake?
same page.
in regards to what though? Because
I don't
it's
know.
a
She
pretty
said
big-
my mistake. ... And she started writing
What
something.
was it?
What is Maria's mistake?
mistake.
Yeah.
He
He doesn't know how to answer properly.
How do I answer
How
that
not to
one?
be in
No,
trouble.
you know what? I think her mistake was she's too nice. That's the mistake.
Okay.
So that's
So
my
you
answer.
can't go wrong with that.
Okay.
No, so basically, okay. So that was very general. So her comment was, my mistake was working for a random team without doing
Oh.
research or inquiring about their mindset and
Yeah,
goals.
that's true. I didn't. Okay, I get it. So in real estate, yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's true. That's you. You go too fast, too quick in picking. Oh, I'm going to go into a team and I'm going to learn a lot from the team. And
Without understanding the why, understanding the principle of the team, understanding the business model.
Mike, you never
Right?
thought of going into a team?
No,
Why?
I don't like
Ain't nobody gonna
working.
be my boss.
No,
Is that it?
for, that was the thing because when I started making money, I didn't really want to have to work with anybody to have to share anything.
But I'm happy Maria brought that up because the team thing is something that I hear all the time. Gabriel,
Yes.
you must hear that too because you
I remember one of the first times I met you.
You talked
Because
about
I was looking into all this type of strategies, etc. And I wanted to have your point of view on working on a team or working
to learn or
to learn
speed
and
up
to
the process.
to do the whole thing and.
But what's
I'm-
the mistake? The mistake is this, in my opinion, is that if your intention is not to have your own clientele, then go for the working in the team. You're an employee. If you want a job, go into the team setting as
That's
a
right.
member. But the mistake is if that's not what you want and you want your own clientele, your own business, you slow down the whole process by joining a team because
Well,
you're just deferring. You got to start all over once you leave.
It comes back to that's why you want to surround yourself with people that understand and know those steps that you need to get through as an entrepreneur. Because once again, if you don't know, you think that yes, I'll get all that knowledge within those
Yeah.
first 2-3 years, and then I'm gonna go. Oh well, there you go. You want to already go by yourself, so why not do it?
Did you, Gabriel, before you, I know
Yeah,
you want to
yeah.
cut the quick, but
Yeah.
did you, before you met me, did
Yeah.
you want it? Did you think, oh, I'm going to join a team, I'm going to speed up the process?
No, it was a thought. I said I've heard some people doing it and so on. Maybe I'd like to see the pros and cons. But after I met you, I said no, it makes no sense. If my goal is to build the empire and all that, as you said, it's just going to slow me down.
But I also think that every team is built differently. And coming back to what his wife was saying was the fact that they didn't do the research. Because we had this conversation the other day where even Etienne mentioned that, like the model is coming where people are going to probably team up and all that. Because if you want to scale the business, you're not going to be able to do it alone.
Yeah.
So at some point, you're either going to have to build your own or
That's what I
maybe
was gonna say.
join a team that might have a model that works for you.
Yeah.
Definitely. I would definitely just direct myself into building my own team with the type of success that happened from that first year, 100%. Let's discuss it more, but let's just take a quick break to see our crown videos, so our new construction here at Mela Group. Many departments here, many divisions. New construction is one of them. We'll show you a quick video. We'll be right back with you. All right. So we are back as Julian gesticulates.
Oh, you pronounced her name correctly.
I am.
For the
I've
first
heard
time
so
in
much.
7
I've
months.
received so much hate, but it's okay. I don't care. We have
Julian can be very scary. Like
She
you have
can
to
be,
You don't want to
because you don't
Her
see it
dark side,
coming. She
it's-
just smiles and she's all
and then,
young and
pow!
innocent, and it exactly.
Don't change.
No, exactly.
You're
Be
great.
the next Etienne. We have a few questions here that came in. We have Steph that says, how do you know what is the best for your team or on your own? What should I choose?
You know when you know.
Great answer. Next.
No, but wait, the question is if I should go in a team or not. Is that the question?
How would you know what is the best for you as an individual, as a broker?
Great question. So you will know if you do not want to be a self-employed individual, if you don't want to have that stress and pressure, but you love the industry, you love working, showing homes, doing some managing of properties, then you would know. And it's a team member role that you would be happy
Yes.
with.
Yes.
You have more stability. You don't have to worry about getting business for most teams, and that's how you would know. But if you don't see yourself or you don't want a job in real estate, then don't do it. Don't go in a team.
Perfect. And we have Sam, one of our members here, that's asking us, or not asking us, but telling us research will be important, especially when looking for a team. But is that true though? Or I feel you have to do as much, if not more, research when you want to start on your own or succeed on
Well,
your own, I
both.
would say.
I would agree with both, that you have to do your research no matter what on anything. It's a business you're starting. It's not a light thing. It's not a light decision. You know what? One of the biggest questions. Sorry, before you answer.
Okay, go ahead.
One of the biggest mistakes that I just thought of, it reminded me, is picking an agency that's the closest
Yes.
geographically to where you live. That's the biggest mistake.
We interviewed
Exactly.
over 500 brokers, and one of the first question was, "How did you choose your
Mhm.
agency?" And I don't remember the exact numbers,
it's
but
huge.
it was over 75%. Was the agency was right next to my home, or it was in my neighborhood. I was always passing by, and I figured it was the one for me. As simple as that.
Biggest mistake. we're being asked why is that the biggest mistake, because it's not how you pick and choose a place. It's not, you're not going to well, you gotta meet a lot. And if you, let's say you live in Châteauguay and the office is in La Rivière des Prairies, but it's the perfect match, it's the perfect environment for what you are trying to build as a real estate broker, then why would you go to the agency that's just geographically closer? You need to go drive all the way to Rivière des Prairies if it's the right environment for you. That's why it's a mistake, because instead of doing more research, as Gabriel was saying, and deciding I'm going to meet the right perfect environment, you just pick what's the closest, so I'm going to go there. And then you realize later, this is what, maybe it's taking me a long time to answer, you realize once you're in and sign the contract that this is not the right environment at all. This is not at all what I'm looking for.
I think I even have a great example to add to this before you jump back in. Imagine if, let's say, you have, not forget real estate for 5 seconds, but you're looking for a mentor, right? Because that's what you're like, right? The mindset.
That's a
that-
better way of
Oh,
saying
Lord,
it,
have
Gabriel. No, but I'm
mercy.
happy you're saying that, because
Yes.
I don't think I communicated it perfectly. What I was trying
That's
to
why
say.
I'm here.
And I know where you're going, so I think it's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Go ahead.
You see now he's trying so hard with the compliments. Everybody caught on. It's all good. You have an option literally 5 blocks from your house from a mentor that's just there. He's been there for a while. Okay,
Convenient.
reputation. It's convenient, this and that. Or you can drive an hour and a half away, but you have Jeff Bezos there waiting for you, and he's thinking, no, well, yeah, it's the equivalent, right? So it's like me and you.
But I think
But-
that's a great example.
Will you drive the hour? I would.
Hell yeah.
It's not. It's too close. I want rather the close.
I'll
Nah, I
go to
wouldn't.
Shanghai
There you go.
and meet or do whatever I need.
crash. but it comes back to your agency. To Sam's comment, your agency is your business partner. So you have to find, you don't just choose a business partner because he's the next person right next to you, or because he's the person that's across the street. As simple as that. You have to understand what is the type of business model that you want, and you have to find the right business partner towards your business. You're running a business, so it's your job to find the right business partner.
Yeah. So convenience should never be basically one of the requirements. 100%. We have some more comments here that came in. Sam is also saying, joining a team to probably get your feet wet at first. So I want to get your opinion on that.
No,
So there you go.
Again,
but I'll
And
explain.
and she says, "Aha, you guys are all far away from me when I get there." But now we just told her that being far is a good thing, so that's fine.
I'm going to go to Quebec City for a business opportunity, and I'm going to drive there once a week if need be, and because it's there. I don't pick and choose where it's going to be. Like I said, I'm going to fly to Shanghai or Beijing or wherever I need to go if the opportunity is there. And that's
100%.
how we should look at it. Not, oh, it's more convenient, it's right there, but it's the wrong thing.
And to go back to her previous comment, so would you say that joining a team is probably the best way to get your feet wet at first?
No,
that's
not
the
at all.
first reflex that
I know.
new
First
brokers have,
misconception,
but again, it's because they don't understand the principle of a team, or how to get, or they don't understand the business model they want to get into, right? So if your goal already, you know that in 2 years you want to go on your own, but during that 2 years you want to learn, well, just find a business model where you can find the environment of a team, but you're your own boss. You're running your own business. You're running your own show. And
You keep your clients, you keep whatever you built for that 2 years, because
Exactly.
building a business takes 5-7 years or more before you get some momentum, some traction, some profit. So if you're speeding up that process, the sooner the better.
That's right.
Not delaying it 2 years to learn about certain tools and things. You can learn that through being in the right environment or with
Yeah.
the right people, like Jeff was saying. So good.
We had a question that came in during the French version that we spoke about, but I think it's worth to bring it back up also in case you have
Well,
another
if you think
example.
so, then
I
bring it.
do think so, but whatever that's worth. I would like to know, and I would like for everybody to hear you guys on this. We want to know basically one of your most recent mistakes, but not only that, but what did you learn from it, and what would you do differently that would then help your business in any way? Because as you said, you've been doing it for 20 years. You've been an entrepreneur for 15. I've been in sales for 15. So we've been through a lot of ups and downs, let's say. But during the downs, what was the one thing that, let's say, was a turning point that says, wow, this happened. It sucks. However, let me flip it, and now it's one of my biggest success stories.
Etienne?
Well, I think one of the biggest one was to not focus on the customer service, but focus on the client acquisition. For the majority of the time, I'm going to work on my business. So if I'm spending 8 hours, or let's use round numbers, 10 hours on my business, I'm going to spend 80% of my time trying to acquire new business and not service business. I'm going to take only 20% of my time to take care of the customer service part. That's the biggest mistake I was making before a few years ago. And then I learned that from, I believe it was Bill Gates that I heard talk about that, saying,
Your mentor?
well, in an indirect way.
He's the one in Shanghai.
Yeah. No, but through what he was talking about, it clicked for me to say, oh, wait a second, I'm spending almost all my time on business development, on customer service, taking care of the clients I have right now. What the hell am I doing? It's true. That's not how you grow a business. That's not how you scale. So you got to go look at a business acquisition of client process and spend most of your time on that. So that's a hard thing to do, but it's easy to comprehend and everybody gets it, I know, but try to apply it then after. That's the biggest thing. So that would be the biggest thing for me.
It's a good one. Jeff, final comments, points, insults?
No, Mike. I want to hear Mike on that one.
Well, mine
But
was
the question is, what's the biggest mistake that I've made in real estate?
Recent.
And
Now,
what
the
did you?
most recent
yeah.
biggest thing that changed your life after you figured out it was a mistake and you corrected it?
I should
You
have.
have 45
I
seconds.
should have invested in a lot more real estate before the pandemic.
There you go.
Well,
There you
and if you got before the pandemic, anytime, right?
yeah.
20 years ago when you started, 15, 20 years.
I still remember that first investment that I should have. Still remember.
And so now we have the Crown Project. It's a perfect opportunity
True.
to also invest as
Ground
real
level.
estate brokers.
Yep.
It doesn't cost much. The entry starting point is what?
325.
324
Yep.
and 900.
There you go. To
That's
get a
nothing.
condo, and I mean that there's an opportunity. Then you know
You're-
what's going to
you're-
happen
you're-
in 5 years from now? We're going to look back at those prices and be
I should have gotten in.
But you know what? Another thing that's a good thing is that for people who are interested in that we should be able to offer them the servicing of actually taking care of it for them if they want to rent it out.
Of course.
It's a great idea.
Yeah,
So we'll
of
do
course.
that. You buy a condo
And we do have the experience.
at the Crown Project though exclusively, and we'll manage it for free.
And we'll finish here with a comment from Maria that just came in, just to put Etienne on the spot one last time.
Please.
So, biggest mistake today, quitting too fast on my husband and not giving him more time to improve. And then she laughs and she says, no, it's a joke.
I thought it was a compliment.
A compliment?
See,
quit on you.
It's a lovely way of
You're
saying
Of
it. See how I twist it?
You did.
own
It's
reality.
almost scary how quickly you
It's
did
a
that.
compliment. I love you, honey.
So-
She can't leave me. I told her.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's
as
not-
long as it says.
it's not an option. It's no.
So as Maria packs up the suitcase, we'll leave you all with this, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.